work with no regret, and that's all profit.
Done did it again on the hater, man. I don't think they were ready for this one.
They gave y'all the blueprint, man. Just get up and go get your bag. That's how you gotta do it. All hustle, no love. You gotta work for this one.
Traders, it's your boy Ace Boogie coming to you live and direct. Have a trade recap for you today. This trade on PSRU, I actually had two trades on this, yielded about 1K in profits. Easy day, easy day. So this is your classic first green day. It's a stock having a big first green day with big volume. This is the biggest volume that the stock has ever traded, and it spiked up from sub 2 cents all the way up to 10 11 cents today. um, I played it twice, so here's the intraday chart. So I didn't come to the markets till probably about 2:45, 2:30, and I saw this as a big percent gainer on my scanner. So how I found this, it was the top stock. Well, it's not there anymore, but it was the top stock on my scanner, and that's how I found this. And what I did was I pulled it off my scanner, put it into my watch list, and while it was, I think it was like right here when I was looking at it, I pulled it up on Yahoo Finance and OTC Markets. So right now, OTC Markets is acting funky. Can't pull it up, but on Yahoo Finance, it pulls it right up, and it had news today. So it actually had some decent news today as well. Oh no, my internet's acting funky today. There it is. See if we can pull up this news. It's just the front page. Okay, yeah. So they offered a share option agreement, and because of that, they acquired the majority control of the American Basketball Association, which is a subsidiary or partner of the NBA. So a lot of the old NBA teams came from the ABA to the NBA, like Chicago, New York, San Diego, San Francisco, Dallas, um, Spurs, Pacers, Nuggets. They're all teams that merged into the NBA from the ABA. So this is, a decent acquisition for a small company. Um, so OTC stock, couldn't get a float count on Yahoo Finance, but OTC stock, with high volume, trading on a big first screen day, biggest volume it's ever traded. It's worth a shot, especially in the afternoon for a continued move. Stocks that spike again. So it started from way down here, spiked up from 2 cents to 3 cents, which is already a big move, and then kind of broke out over that and consolidated right in that region. Towards the afternoon, 1:30, that's when it started having the big upward momentum and put in a nice top at 7 cents. So by the time I saw it, up here, it's already up like 500%, 400 or 500%. Um, so when I saw it, I was thinking, hey, it's probably gonna try to curl back up and break out over the higher day and continue. Same pattern that I look for every other first green day. So in anticipation to this breakout, I didn't want to try to wait to this breakout because the spread was kind of wide. So I was having fear that I may miss the breakout if I didn't time it, if I didn't get in a little bit early. But my risk was set at 5.5 cents. So if it broke under this low, I gave it a little bit of slippage down to 5.5 cents where I was going to get out, probably catch like a $200 loss. But it didn't do that. It did exactly what I thought it was going to do. So I longed about 30,000 shares into this consolidation. And as it started curling up, I longed another 30,000 shares right here. So it popped up, broke out, pushed all the way up, came down and started, pushing up again. And I just sold into that strength. Um, I kind of wish I would have waited to probably get like in the nines, but it's okay. No sense of being greedy, because I saw the pattern setting up again. So once it topped out over here, just over 950 or at 975, I saw it, put in this long candle bounce, and made some lower highs, but this area right here, this 850s was kind of holding up. So I got in at 870 again, and it had another pop right before the end of the day. I was initially going to just hold this position for a gap up the next day. But when it, popped up and broke out again, I said, no, it's not worth the risk. You might as well just go ahead and take the profit. So I sold into strength again, right at like 10.8, 10.7. So on this sell or this buy and sell, I made about 24%. On this buy and sell, I made about 22%. So not bad for just coming into the market, the last hour and 15 minutes before the market closed, identifying a big percent gainer like we cover on week 3 and trade it according to the pattern, the first green day pattern like we're covering this week in week 4. So definitely study these patterns because they repeat over and over again, and you can, ignore the market all morning. It's money to be made over here too if you get in early, but all the action's happening on the last few hours of the day, so you could ignore all of this and just focus on the last hour of the day. You'll be good. So the another stock that I traded before this, actually took a loss on it, was SNDL. It's back down after hours, but I try to play the high day breakout. Same thing as the last stock. Uh, so here it is, spiking up, put in the top, came down, and it was getting ready to do another, higher day breakout. I bought the breakout, and it pushed up a little bit, but it basically gave back everything that it pushed. Gave back the breakout area, and then when it couldn't hold the breakout level, I cut it. Um, and like I said right here, this is a good loss because I was able to focus on uh, PRUS. Well, it's not PRUS. Yeah, PSRU. I'm so super dyslexic. PSRU. I was able to focus on that trade by getting out of this choppy trade. I mean, look how choppy it is. Look at the wicks to the up and downside. So it's hard for it to keep trend and pick a direction. I could have, I mean, the most I could have made on this was about 7%. So not a, a high reward stock, versus the risk, and not necessarily the risk for losses monetarily, but the risk for opportunity loss, in the stock, that I did trade. So cut cutting it right there, right as it's breaking down, not holding the breakout level, is a solid trade in my opinion. Just as solid as this PSRU trade. So, have any questions? Hit me up in chat. Ace Boogie 2488, and I'm out.